This is the Robina First website. We did this one as the first of a new kind of website when we'd been using different platforms and different ways of doing things. So when we started working on this one, we really changed the way that we did our work, and I think the results speak for themselves. I'm really pleased with the way that this one worked out. When we did this website, it was interesting because it wasn't just a website. We helped with a complete rebrand. So we helped with coming up with what the brand would look like. We helped with the new logo. We also contributed ideas towards how the actual center was going to look. And I'm really, really pleased to say that the center looks absolutely amazing. In the last little while, they have completely changed the way that the center looks. It's been repainted inside and out. The outside has all been done. All of the signage has been replaced. Pretty much the entire business has just gone over a complete rebrand, and it just looks excellent. And I think the results really speak for themselves. There were a lot of challenges with this because obviously people's privacy is a really, really big issue. So when we were looking for images and things like that, there was a lot of things that we had to overcome with this, but eventually we got over them, and the results are just amazing. And I'm so pleased because it doesn't look like much of the other ones that are around that area or even around the Gold Coast. All of their websites are good. Some of them are okay. Some of them are terrible, but I feel like this one has had a lot of money and a lot of love put into it, and it's been really good for them, and they've been able to really get awesome results for themselves in terms of more people coming in and better exposure. It's also really given them the opportunity to get a lot of content out. I really recommend looking at this website, even if it's just looking over some of the ideas that they put in their blog. A lot of people that own websites constantly forget about the value of putting up fresh content and putting up information, but with these guys, they just went all out, and they've just consistently delivered extra content and extra value, and I'm just blown away with the success. So with this website, we really needed to focus on using the branding guidelines that we helped come up with. We wanted some really simple colors, and we wanted something a little bit unique. So we went with the sort of the turquoisey and the orange. And then we sort of developed some ideas around there. So you've got to remember, with Robina First, these guys love running events, and they're always doing something. There's always some sort of event going on, whether it's Mother's Day or Father's Day or whatever. There's always something. On Father's Day, they tend to get like robotic dinosaurs in. On Mother's Days, they get Shetland ponies in to be unicorns and all kinds of stuff. And then they have international days. They just have a big international community there, not only of children but of teachers. And it really is a great representation of what the Gold Coast is, and they've worked very hard to do that. So there was a lot of pages in this, and we worked through a lot of those, and we really wanted to talk about what they did really early on, and really sort of get across the points. And we found these little icons here. So the dragon relates to the Chinese New Year celebration that they have. That one is actually Mother's Day. That one is their Coachella one, which is their big book festival that they have. You'll see more photos of that later. And obviously Father's Day with the dinosaurs there. So you'll see these icons turn up again and again and again. So that's what the center looks like now. It's a huge improvement on what it was. Lots of enrichment programs and other related stuff in there as well. Talking about the educators and all of these pages link to other inner pages within the website. The TP is a throwback to their Coachella thing, because they put up little TPs and they read the books in front of the TPs and all that sort of stuff. So this is a cool feature we added in here. It just automatically adds in all of their next events. So like I said, they're constantly running events, and that's a big part of what they do. So they just load in all the events for the entire year, and then it just automatically puts them up, and then as the day goes by, it disappears. And there's their blog. They put a lot of effort into their blog, and they've put a lot of information there, just consistently coming up with that. And here's some of the images relating to what they've done. So this one I think is from their Christmas party. That's from their Coachella, so you can see the teepees there. So yeah, all of these images are all representations of some of the events that they do. So everything all ties back to that one different section there. So the other thing that we put in on this page was the information about the COVID. So we get rid of that, and then you can see all of the, what the centre's like, and get information about that, and some great stories in there. And then you've got all the inner links. So yeah, so we worked really hard on all of that. The bee we helped with the logo. So we really wanted a sort of a cartoony sort of bees. There's a whole story about why they chose the bumblebee, as you can see on here. So this tells you the story about why the bee and how it works as a community and looks after each other and all of that sort of stuff. So, and then the centre has been around for a long time. It's very proud of how long it is, hence the established part, and the circle is a very modern way of doing logos at the moment. So that concludes our quick overview of the Robina First website. Thank you for watching.